And here's this phrase again. And the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. I think that's funny because, oh yeah, they were real concerned about Simeon. They ate all the food first. And then it was like, okay, I'm hungry again. Better go get your brother. It's like they really didn't, I don't know if they, I wondered if he died or something. Who knows how long it took him to eat all that. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The men did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down to buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And what about Simeon? And Israel said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether he had yet a brother? And they said, The man asked us straitly of our state and our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? He didn't say that, did he? Didn't ask him, You got another brother? Did he? I don't remember that. And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? What?
Well, considering Joseph has never seen his brother, couldn't they just bring like some other random kid off? He's seen him. Oh yeah, he's seen us.
Well, it was quite a little earlier, but I don't know. Maybe it's surprising they didn't. But then, God didn't. Okay, here it comes. And Judah said unto Israel his father, Send the lad with me. Oh, okay, wait a minute. This is where Judah takes me. Judah said unto Israel his father, Send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live, and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned the second time. See, they say, we're taking so long, we'd have been back by now. And their father Israel said unto them, If it must be so now, do this, take of the best fruits of the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm, and a little honey, spices and myrrh, nuts and almonds. And take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again in the mouths of your sacks, carry it again in your hand. Peradventure it was an oversight. That was good. Take also your brother and arise. Go again unto the man. And God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. In other words, if they're going to die, and I'm going to be sad again. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said unto the ruler of the house, Bring these men home, and slay and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. And the man did as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. This is pretty cool. And the men were afraid because they were brought into Joseph's house. And they said, Because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time are we brought in, that he might seek occasion against us and fall upon us, and take us for bondsmen and our asses. And they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down the first time to buy food. And it came to pass, when we came in to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again into our hand. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put the money in our sacks. And he said, Peace be unto you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet. And he gave their asses provender. This reminds me of Jesus. Washing their feet. And they made ready the present against Joseph. And they made ready the present against Joseph came at noon. What? Let's read something wrong here. And they made ready the present against Joseph came at noon. For they heard that they should eat bread there. I'm not reading it right. And when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the earth. And he asked them of their welfare, and said, Is your father well, the old man of whom he spake? Is he yet alive? Oh, now he asks that question. And they answered, Thy servant our father is in good health. He is yet alive. They're probably thinking, what's he care? What? And they bowed down their head and made obeisance. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, Is this your younger brother of whom ye spake unto me? And he said, God be gracious unto thee, my son. This part's so great. And Joseph made a haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his brother, and he sought where to weep, and he entered into his chamber and wept there. And he washed his face and went out and refrained himself, and said, Set on bread. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for it is an abomination unto the Egyptians. And they sat before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men marveled one at another, because he put them all in a row by age. And he took and sent messes unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as theirs, and they drank and were merry with him.
I have a question.
What?
What on earth does for his bowels did yearn upon his belly? Isn't like bowels your kidneys?
Bowels your intestine.
No. His intestines did yearn upon his belly?
He got dummy.
His bowels did yearn. I guess that's an old way of saying it. His heart welled up within him or something, you know. I don't know. Once again, it's a question for Wax Sleep Toe.
IBS. All I could think was his kidneys. They're like,
IBS?
All I could think of was like his bowels pee.
Irritable bowel syndrome. I don't think that's what it's talking about. I don't think it means he had a nervous tummy. It says in the New Testament, this is what comes to mind when it says this, and makes me think about on the road to Emmaus, the disciples that were on the road to Emmaus with Jesus, and Jesus opened unto them the scriptures, and they didn't get it. They didn't understand until Jesus broke bread with them, which he was actually doing by the way. He was breaking bread to them through the word. But when he broke physical bread and had dinner with them, they understood who he was, and he disappeared out of their sight. And the first thing they said was, Did not our hearts yearn within us while he spoke with us by the way, and while he opened to us the scriptures?
How did they not notice?
I don't know, but it says, Did not our hearts yearn within us? It's sort of like that.
Like, couldn't we feel it? Wrong pick, Daddy. No, I'm sorry.
Are those your new sweatpants?